Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF44 coming at you with another video. All right, so in about an hour and 45 minutes, the LA Lakers have us right here. We're going to be playing a summer league game against the Charlotte Hornets. That would be Brandon Miller. Yeah, Brandon Miller. I knew his name was Brandon because my name is Brandon, but Miller is his name, as well as Nick Smith and a few other guys. Kai Jones, the infamous guy who dunked on Wembanyama, or actually threw the ball in Blake Griffin's sky. But nevertheless, they call it a dunk as a dunk. Um, who else should be down there? What's dude from UCLA? Bailey. He should be down there. So yeah, we're gonna have a good time watching this particular game. Brandon Miller looked much better in the last matchup. Um, so I'm assuming just like everybody else who's playing more and more games in the summer league, they're getting more used to being out there, more comfortable, etc. So that's what we're seeing right now, and I expect to see the Lakers have that go down as well. Our guys are just getting more comfortable out there. Jalen Hushafino had a pretty good game in the last one. Really showed us some good things defensively. I think he walked out there with like 4 steals, so that was extremely impressive to me. And Max Christie, of course, jumped off the screen with the huge hammer dunk, looking just like Kobe Bean Bryant. I mean, it is what it is. He just looks like the man. He's built like him too, so he kind of dunks like him as well. So it's going to be a walk down memory lane for all of us to see him come into his own and ultimately do great things on both sides of the floor. His defense also is something that really stands out, and I'm just a big fan of Max Christie's game. His polish on the offensive end, his handle, his athleticism. The only thing I really want him to continue to work on, and he appears to be very intent on, is making plays for others. He's not very good at it, but he's not a selfish player, so I just want to see him continue to get better. But everything else, polished. Everything. He takes care of the ball when he's not looking to make plays for others. He usually turns the ball over. Sometimes he's passing, but other than that, he takes care of the basketball. He rebounds the ball obviously well on both sides of the floor, so his game is just really great now, and so we know it's going to be great later on as he develops. So I just like the entire player, the entire package that he brings to the table, and Max Christie. And so I think a guy who's also starting to find comfort or a little more playing time, I guess is the word, would be Maxwell Lewis. We saw him play well in the last one. His last athleticism is what I'm looking to see continue to be displayed out there. I think that's what makes him significantly special. Not only is he a bucket shooting the ball, but in the open court, he's a dunker. And so we're going to have a good time watching him put pressure on the rim and continue to just, outplay and outspeed others. And we just got to keep guys healthy. We don't want him to lose any of that. So that's really what it's about. It's just continuing to have these guys work on their conditioning and continue to get their comfort in the summer league, of course. Castleton's a player who's been just off the charts, and how we've had him controlling the paint, rebounding the ball, making plays for others, um, just scoring the ball with tremendous touch, and just overall having a high IQ about himself out there. And that's what it's all about. I'm enjoying that. As we talked about last time, D'Moi Hodge as well is a player who's just shooting the ball very well, and on the defensive end shines always. So we're just really happy with our players, man. We're happy with what we seen in that last game. And we want to see more of the same. Charlotte's going to be a nice test for our guys. I wonder if they're going to play all of their bigs. Williams, I don't remember seeing out there. Maybe he was, but I don't remember seeing it. But that's a talented bunch. That is a very talented bunch. So we're going to have to really play well if we want to get a victory. And this is a competitive game. Summer League, Vegas, the environment is set. It's about 5 games on tab today, maybe even more. So yeah, our game is the second one, and looking forward to it, man. Summer League action is always fun. The LA Lakers usually put a lot of emphasis on their development of players, and when you look at what the Lakers have been doing the last couple years, we won a championship in the Summer League last year. So this is just a rising organization in just about every way possible, coming off of a Western Conference final situation where we were able to ultimately meet the Denver Nuggets before getting sent home. And, I just think that we're on the rise. Our team is better than we were then. We were better than we were at that moment. And so our Summer League team is going to, produce some players from that that will help us, I think, this year believe it or not. Maybe 3 or 4 of these guys will be in rotation, maybe more, at some point before the season's over. So that's why we should be intent on watching these guys. Christie, hopefully Max Lewis and Christie get minutes. Hopefully Cole Swider can continue to shoot well. He has not looked his best moving around, but the shot has been falling, which is really, really good, because that was a struggle for him last year when he had some playing time before the injury. He could really shoot. We knew the talent was there, but the ball wasn't falling. So this year it's falling, but the conditioning is just not impressive. So he's going to have to continue to work on his game, continue to feel good out there, and I think as he gets in better shape, he'll get to a point where he can really look better, and hopefully his defense will translate. I've seen him do good things on defense last year, but this year I want to see more of that, and I haven't seen enough of it. So you can't deny 5 threes. The boy can shoot as good as anyone. So for that reason, I think he's always going to have an opportunity to play professional. But in the NBA, it's all going to be about his athleticism translating to being able to keep up with the guys he's next to or going against, rather. And at this point, that is in question at the moment. That is in question. But other than that, his shooting is really good, and I look to see him continue to fight. That's what I would tell a guy like Cole Swider. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about what people say you can't do. Just continue to play with confidence, to play smart as possible, and to give your all, and that's all we can ask of you. So yeah, man, seeing good stuff, man. Some of the guys that aren't making the team or we would not expect to make the team have also played well. Kaleta Jones, I don't know if Damian Ball's going to make the team, but he hasn't looked like he's played very well. But if you look at the stat sheets, then you realize he's been balling. So it's just one of those things where we got to pay attention to what it is he's doing. But he looks pretty good, in certain spurts of the game. And that's really what it is, making plays for other people, rebounding the ball and stuff like that. It's just the shot hasn't really fallen. And he's had some turnovers, so that would make it look like he's playing poorly. But, guys are doing intangibles and they're trying to make a team. So it's just it's a team full of guys that are trying to really do all they can to be displayed at this moment. And I'm proud of all of them. Guys like LJ Figueroa is also playing well out there with the minutes he was given in that first couple of games. I don't think he played in the last game, but we recognize the guys. We know what they're doing and appreciate it here. So, yeah, that's what it is, man. Good luck to everybody today. Good health beyond all else. I don't know if the Lakers are going to play all of the players who've been playing well and all the guys we expect to be on the team, but I am all for sitting some of these guys. I know we want to be competitive. If we had a chance to win, then maybe guys want to just go ahead and take it and play well. There are other big-time pros in this thing as well. Guys like Keegan Murray are playing, Ivy and Duran in Detroit, so on and so forth. So it's a lot of guys who will have roles who are taking the risk of playing right now. But just like anything else, man, gamers are game, and we got some gamers out there who want to play. So hopefully we'll be mindful that we want to start the season fully healthy, start training camp fully healthy, and so on and so forth. So I'm not upset if we sit Max Christie. You know what I mean? I won't be upset if we sit Hood Schifino and guys that we know are going to play next year, who are not fighting for an opportunity to make the team. So that's just what I have to say about that. Health beyond all else. And so that's pretty much what I got to say, man, with this game starting up in about an hour and a half. Of course, I'll have something for you at the end of that game. Nothing like I always do in the regular season where I break down everything. But, I'll react to it as I often have. And possibly watch some more Summer League games as they come about. And, just overall enjoy the day. And I encourage everybody else to do the same. And that pretty much concludes everything I got to say. My name is BDL44. I thank you all for watching.